Hey, it's Ruben in the shop bringing you another auction video. All week I'd been planning on recording some video of the auctions I was picking up. Ended up not having time, so I'm bringing you all 7 auctions at once. One of the auction houses I haven't picked up from for a couple of weeks, so I got 4 auctions at once. I was really buying the dregs at that auction house. It seems to have gotten pretty popular and people are spending some pretty good money on the stuff that's being sold there, so haven't really been able to have a great find in a while, so kind of just let the stuff sit there. Picked it up today. I had another auction, the weekly local auction. I spent $200 there and got some pretty cool stuff. Excited to show you that stuff. And then finally there were 2 estate auctions I bought at this week. I really just got outbid on some higher items this week. Some stuff that I was interested. There was first edition Dungeon and Dragons set that went up. Put the total there that it went for. There was a box of Amiga games that I really wanted. I thought I was a shoo-in to win them like at 50-60 bucks. Last I saw they were at like 180, so it was just a little too much, more than I wanted to pay. I bought a lot of art this week and from those 4 auctions, and it's so-so. Nothing exciting. There was one piece that I was really excited about. Well, I got excited about it over the course of looking at it. It was a Ruben Nakin, I think is the name. Leda and the Swan lithograph, signed and numbered. The comps were pretty crazy on it, but I don't think that there's a realistic value for it. Yeah, the market seems flooded, so I bid up to 135, I believe. Initially I was thinking I was going to bid up to 80. Got up to 135, and then when it surpassed that, I just let it go. I wasn't that excited. I have a feeling that I would have been stuck with it. I was going to try to sell it for 500 bucks. It's okay. This is the stuff I got. There's some exciting stuff here, some surprises to me. Let's check it out. There's a lot of stuff to go through. We'll sweep across left to right. I'll try to give you prices if I remember them. I was nickel and diming most of this stuff, so we'll start here. These came out of a lot of trays, $5-10 bucks. Got this cool chicken one with the egg thing, omnibus. I don't know, I thought that was interesting enough that just might sell. Also got that apple with the mid-century modern circled plate thing. I don't know what that'd be for, maybe snacks. So hopefully that's like a $20 thing. Got more wood platters. There were different things on them. One of them was this owl incense diffuser. I'll get 10 bucks for that. And then these platters I'll sell as a set. They are Woodcrest by Styson. Maybe 20-25 bucks there. Have another diffuser from India, soapstone, maybe 10-15 bucks. I got these. This came with these 2 ashtrays. This ashtray is not that great. Still might be able to get 15-20 bucks out of it. I'll list it on eBay, Etsy, Mercari. This one, on the other hand, is quite cool. Almost looks like Merino glass. Doesn't have a mark, so I'm not going to state that it is. It is super thick. It does have a mid-century modern feel and a great color. I'm hoping that's like a $75 ashtray. At least 60, so we'll list that. I always bid on some jewelry, and if it ends up going cheap enough, I end up getting it. So this is marked Sterling. I always wonder if it really is. Has the turquoise in it. 3 stones. I got that for 16 bucks. I have a treasure chest filled with Southwestern jewelry. I just put everything in there. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Next is this compact. You know, I'm selling those Estee Lauder compacts. This isn't marked Estee Lauder, but I assume it is. I saw this somewhere in my research a while ago. I think they sell for like 30 to 40 bucks. I think it's a water buffalo. And it's bigger than the other compacts I've seen. So that's pretty cool. Got some media here. This Merle Haggard cassette's pretty decent on its own. I'm going to list it for 10, probably get 7. Have a pair of Linda Ronstadt 8-tracks. Since the tapes did so well as lots, I'm going to try that as a lot. 10-15 bucks. Here's some more 8-tracks. Nothing special, but I'll lot them up as a 70s lot, and I bet you I can get 10-15 bucks. These aren't anything. Socks. So you can't sell used socks on eBay, but these are really good heavy socks. So I'm gonna make sure those get donated to like a shelter out here, because they say socks are the things that don't get donated, and it's freezing out here, so warm socks would be nice. Here are some stirrups. They were listed as brass scoops. They're kind of like they're heavy. Conquistador look to them. I can't imagine they're that old. What would that be, like 200 years old? So I got them for 11 bucks. I'm gonna list them. They both have that crack there, but yeah, we'll see how those do. I bought a whole contents of a dresser, and those socks were in them, and some stained shirts, a bunch of underwear. The discards. That's a lot of underwear. The only piece I am going to sell is this polo shirt. It has Weinermeyer, something like that. It has that dog. It's a modern polo shirt, but I just thought that dog was cool, so we'll give it a try. Get my money back for buying all that underwear. Yes. Next is these. I got 2 pairs of Aviator Sunglasses, and I paid $32 for them. They got the mother of pearl here. What I did is I was actually picking up glasses for myself. I got new glasses today, and I brought them into the place and asked the guy who works there, because I go to like a frame warehouse place. I was like, hey, are these old? And he looked at them over for a second. He's like, yeah, they're definitely old. I couldn't find a Bosch & Lomb mark. That's ideally what you would want, but it is what it is. Those are cool. They're probably from the 40s. I'm going to try to get 50 bucks a pair. I think they're worth a lot more. I was considering getting a prescription lens put in there and wearing them myself, but I looked goofy in them. Next are these hats. So these hats were in the garage. It was all one lot. I got it for like 6 or 7 bucks. I didn't think too much of it. They're all from shooting competitions. So like clay pigeons. The guy who owned these, he was a dog trainer of sorts, like a hunting dog trainer. So that's where these came from. They're all new, but I'm afraid that they're going to be brittle brims because they're stored in the garage and it gets really dry out here. So we got the WCA Western Field Classic, WCA Nationals 1983. That's cool. So these ones here, the California State Shoot Kingsburg, I had no idea, but they go for like 40 to 50 bucks on eBay. That's for anything from like the 90s or the 80s. So we got 94, we got 89, 88, so 3. And then I was surprised, even just these pigeon shooting hats, they seem to be going also for that type of money. So we have the crossed out pigeon, we have SCP, not sure what that stands for, California pigeons, that's embroidered. That's some other shoot, 2004, so not as old. And then Sinclair, that's like an $8 hat. So these hats ended up being a nice score. Excited to list them. They'll list quick. So if you see the pigeon shooting stuff, now you know there is a market. 3 more things on this table. We have this record case. I got it in hopes that there'd be good records in there, and there were some. But so like this Crusade Frank Gehry, that's like a $80 45, but it's severely warped. All of them are severely warped. So yeah, there are a few good ones in there, but they're not really worth anything. They say you can bake them to straighten them out. I've never tried that. I don't know if I will, but the case itself is made by Capital. Super cool. This is a rare case. That itself is worth like $40, so it was worth it. I got the 8-track stuff and that all together. Next is this Snap-on motor oil can. It cost me $5 straight out of the garage, but it's full, which is a bummer because I don't want to ship a full thing, and this is the only protection of it spilling out. So I can't, like, I don't know how to dispose of that. It'll probably end up sitting on my shelf forever. Next is Cafe Joseph ice bucket. When I looked this up, I saw that it was kind of a common tumbler set, but I didn't see any with the ice bucket. So I'm going to list that for like $30 and hope someone wants to complete their set. Moving more to the right, briefcase. That was cool. I bought that for $5. It's a hard shell briefcase. It's by Platt. The interior on it is actually really nice. So I thought that was cool. We're going to try that. It's like mid-century modern type thing. Needs to be cleaned up a little on the outside. We're hoping that's $40. This, boom. This umbrella was with those hats. Also a pretty good score. I didn't even notice it. I just knew it was with the hats. That's Wilson. That's the symbol for Wilson, famous tennis brand. That's actually like a $30 to $60 umbrella. It's 60 inches in diameter. The way I figured that out was I measured from there to there and then timesed it by 2. So 60-inch umbrella. It's pretty big. It's nice. I unfolded it. It's in good condition. So nice little extra find. This came with those 45s and 8-tracks. There were some 78s. I've already gone through them. There were 2 that stuck out to me. This is Hank Williams, Long Gone Lonesome Blues. This is an amazing, amazing track. You should listen to it. I might put a link up. The condition's not great on it, but have to have it for the collection. Next is Bob Wills' Boot Heel Drag, another famous track. Actually the B-side, but still the better of the 2 tracks, and also in pretty rough shape. This though, this is Stanley Killar, World's Greatest Countertenor, the man with the bird in his throat. I checked this out. People are interested in this for some reason. It's a 12-inch 78, which is pretty interesting. I'm gonna get like $25 for it, and it's in really nice shape. So cool. And then finally, Tex Ritter, An American Legend box set. I'm gonna list that on Etsy and Mercari, hoping it's a $20 thing. And finally, this came with the trays as well. That chicken and apple. Doesn't look like much. But on the back here, we see it says Riva Designs Tulips. Pretty famous pattern. I didn't see anyone that had the tray, the serving tray. I'd imagine you put the tea set on it. So I'm gonna list that for $40. See how it does. Let's go to the art. So this is all the art stuff I bought. No heavy hitters. This was the first thing I bought. I paid $17 for this. Warren Kimball. That's just printed on wood. I was kind of hoping it was going to be an original painting. They didn't even put Warren Kimball's name in the listing. Big bummer though is look at this. I looked back at the listing to see if I just missed this big old chunk of wood missing, and I didn't. What happened, I'm thinking, is one of the people working at the auction house dropped it. And that's kind of just like how it goes. The auctioneers really like me because I don't complain. So I'm complaining to you guys right now. But it is what it is. I'm still going to sell it. It's just a bummer that I thought it was a pretty good, it was a decent piece. I was thinking $150. But with that blemish, I think it drops all the way down to like $90. Table of stuff. Let's go down first. This is a painting by Mary Roberts. I don't know who she is. Southwest. Has the Adobe building. What you're really looking for in Southwestern paintings is the sky. That sky isn't very good. It doesn't look like it goes on forever and ever like a New Mexico sky does. So it is what it is. I think I can still get $100 out of it. It is framed, ready to hang. So that's what that is. Got the set of Campbell soup cans. It's like 50th anniversary of Andy Warhol. So they did this design. That is the 4 that come in the set. If you go on eBay, you'll see people asking about $85, $89 for the set. I'm hoping I can quick flip them for $60. And there's 2 duplicates in the back, and hopefully I can get like $10 a piece on those. So if that works out, that'd be great. I think I paid $16. Above that is this package of Cascade automatic dishwasher soap. I paid $5 for it. I thought it was cool because it has that mid-century modern look to it, but it's also doesn't have any barcode on it. And also, as you can see next to that Campbell soup can, that's the giant size. And if you can imagine in a store today, if something said giant size on it, it'd be a lot bigger. But still a cool thing. They go for like $20, $25. I think people put them on shelves as like a prop. There is still dishwasher soap in there. Let's talk about these. These are both bronzes. They were listed with pictures of the signature, but no attribution, because I don't think they could figure out what it said. It took me, well, I didn't know what it said until I bought them and owned them, and that was part of the reason why I bought them, was to figure it out, because the mystery nags at me. I did figure it out. Where's the signature? There's one. Here's the other. So they're Doris Steiter, New Mexico artist, born in 26 or 36, passed away in 2010. She's a well-known New Mexico artist. I feel like her market isn't great, but I mean, these are pretty cool. I really like the little girl like blowing into the wind. They're both marked 12 of 25. Comps on them are like $100 a piece. I'm gonna try to get $250 a piece. So yeah, I put more of a price on bronzes because I think they're harder to make. Next is this piece. I have no idea what it is. I got it for the single bid, so $5. Marianne Carden is the signature, 87. I think it's some type of silk screen, not exactly sure. But I saw her name in a catalog for some type of show, but I can only find that as a reference. I think it has a cool look. We'll see if we can get $70 for it. I got this piece. It's a Fred Beaver sign there, 59. It's a serigraph or a silk screen. Pretty common image. Paid like $7 for it. It's worth like 50. So it's not framed well. You can see the back page is like the original, whatever was originally in that frame. So, but it is old. Next is this. Ooh, what am I doing? It's an etching. It's called Landscape. I got to do more research. Again, I was the only bidder on it. The signature is kind of hard to read. It's definitely Olson, something Olson. Here's a painting. Again, I was the only bidder, $5. No signature, no nothing. The frame's pretty cool. I don't know why I think I'd recognize that image. Not sure. That's the back. So, I don't know. And then this guy. A couple of monkeys. It's really not well done. It's called The Romping Monkeys. It's signed something 68 Cooley. I'm thinking someone was in Asia on vacation and like stopped by a museum and painted that, like copied someone's. That's the only thing I can think of. Or they just copied it out of a book. But I don't know. We're still going to try to sell it. See if it's a $75 thing. Who knows? Next is this map, which is super cool. There was a bunch of maps, all from the 17th and 18th century, so 1600s and 1700s, which is crazy to think that these things last that long. They'd all been marked right there, saying kind of what they were. This is Danube. I'll figure out what this is representing and kind of put it up there in the center right now, what it is. It's from the 1700s, so I just thought it'd be cool to have. I bid like $10 on all the maps and saw which, like, to see if I can win them at cheap. But some of them went for as high as like 80, 90 bucks. I did comps on some of the ones that went higher, and they were selling for what I see them selling for online. So, I mean, cartography is not my specialty at all, but still a cool thing. We have this painting. It's quite large. I didn't know it was going to be this large. It is by Virginia Ure from El Paso. She was an art teacher. There's not really a market for her work. Still going to list it. And I wouldn't be shocked if it was sold to like a family member. That seems to happen pretty often. So it'll be up there for a reasonable price, maybe $200, and I'll probably end up selling it for like $120, $130. We'll see. And finally, this. You know, I love my chairs. Fold-out chair. This cord is almost like rope, and it looks like a quail design. The only bummer is it has this marker. Someone wrote on it, both sides. So I know that the trick is to use dry erase marker, but I don't know if it's going to work on that wood. The wood is lacquered, so maybe I'll give it a try. I'll let you know how I get it off, because I do want to get it off. I think that it hurts the value having the name there. So I'll keep you updated. If you have any ideas on how to get that off, let me know in the comments. Here we go. Let me use both my hands. I'll show you the finished product. So not completely gone, but good enough. Let's get it sold. My name's Ruben. I'm having a good day. Hoping you're having a good day. Let's talk again soon. Bye.